Some players dominate with skill. Others capture attention with athleticism. But only a few players have an energy that electrifies every game they play. Ja Morant? He's one of those players. But just how good is he? Every time he steps onto the court, you know something special is about to happen, whether it's a gravity-defying dunk, a no-look assist, or a clutch game winner. Ja brings an explosiveness and swagger that makes him must-watch TV. But with his high-flying style and fearless attitude come the questions on everyone's mind. Is Ja Morant just an elite highlight machine, or is he on the path to becoming one of the greatest point guards of all time? How does he compare to past and present legends like Allen Iverson, Derrick Rose, and Russell Westbrook? What challenges does he face, and can he overcome them to lead the Memphis Grizzlies to a championship? Let's jump into Ja Morant. Great players don't just put up numbers, they create moments. Performances that make fans, coaches, and even opponents recognize they're witnessing something special. In Game 5 of the 2022 playoffs against the Timberwolves, it was win or go home for the Memphis Grizzlies. Down by double digits in the fourth quarter, the Timberwolves had all the momentum. The game felt like it was slipping away. But Ja? He thrives in chaos. He scored 18 points in the fourth quarter, single-handedly shifting the game's momentum. With seconds left, he exploded to the rim, finished a game-winning layup at the buzzer, and left the crowd stunned. Earlier in that game, he threw down one of the most disrespectful dunks of all time, putting Malik Beasley on a poster that will be remembered forever. This was more than just a win. It was the moment the NBA world realized that Ja Morant was different. If his performance against Minnesota proved he could take over games, his 47-point explosion against the Warriors proved he could dominate on the biggest stage. Facing the Golden State Warriors dynasty, Memphis was the underdog. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green had championship experience. But Ja, he put the Grizzlies on his back. He dropped 47 points, refusing to let Memphis lose. He became the youngest player in NBA history with multiple 45-plus point playoff games, joining LeBron and Kobe in elite company. The Warriors had no answer. Every time they thought they had him figured out, he found another way to attack. Some performances go beyond stats. They feel different. Ja broke the Grizzlies' franchise record with 52 points against the Spurs on February 28, 2022. He posterized Jakob Poeltl with a dunk so vicious it immediately went viral. He hit a buzzer beater after catching a full-court pass mid-air, turning and shooting in one motion. Pure magic. This wasn't just a big night. It was a statement. Ja Morant is that guy. Ja's game speaks for itself. But when legends of the game start acknowledging you, that's when you know you've arrived. LeBron James. He's a superstar. That kid is different. Kevin Durant. You can't take your eyes off him. He's a generational talent. Allen Iverson. That boy got that dog in him. But to be truly great, Ja has some serious challenges to overcome. Ja is unstoppable in the paint, but his outside shooting, that's where teams try to expose him. His three-point percentage hovers around 32 to 34%. Not terrible, but not elite. Defenses go under screens, daring him to take the jumper instead of attacking the rim. If Ja can develop a consistent three-point shot, he instantly becomes unguardable. Ja's fearlessness is what makes him special, but it also makes him an injury risk. He relies on athleticism, absorbing heavy contact on almost every drive. We've seen Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook, and John Wall suffer injuries because of their aggressive playstyles. If Ja wants a long, legendary career, he must adapt, developing a mid-range floater, improving his jumper, and learning when to pick his spots. Great players aren't just measured by their on-court talent. Ja has faced multiple suspensions due to off-court controversies. While these issues haven't derailed his career, they raise concerns about maturity and leadership. The greats, LeBron, Kobe, Jordan knew how to lock in and focus on their legacy. Ja has the talent, but does he have the discipline to maximize his potential? Are you enjoying this so far? Hit the subscribe button for more content like this. Now, back to Ja. Ja Morant was born on August 10, 1999 in Dalzell, South Carolina, a small town with a population of less than 3,000 people. Dalzell is not a place known for producing NBA players, but Ja's family made sure he grew up with the tools to succeed. Basketball wasn't just a sport in the Morant household, it was a way of life. His father, T. Morant, was a talented basketball player in high school and played alongside NBA legend Ray Allen. He had aspirations of going pro, but instead decided to raise his family and train Ja. T built a basketball court in their backyard where he would put Ja through relentless training sessions every single day. Ja wasn't just playing basketball for fun, he was learning the game like a professional from a young age. His mother, Jamie Morant, was also an athlete. She played high school basketball and ran track, helping Ja develop his speed and endurance.
My first hater before I even had him, called me overrated.
T's training sessions were no joke. He made Ja dribble through tires to develop his ball handling. He forced him to do vertical leap drills every day, which explains Ja's insane explosiveness today. He trained Ja to be mentally tough, telling him from a young age that he wasn't entitled to anything. He had to earn everything. This upbringing shaped Ja's mindset. He wasn't just another talented player, he was an underdog with something to prove.
All right, basketball is what I want to do.
Despite his insane work ethic and skills, Ja Morant wasn't a top recruit coming out of Crestwood High School. He didn't make ESPN's Top 100. He wasn't invited to elite high school camps like Zion Williamson and R.J. Barrett. He was a 3-star recruit, barely on the radar for major college programs. This wasn't because Ja wasn't talented, it was because he played in a small town that scouts didn't pay attention to. But in high school, Ja was already a monster. Averaged 27 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists per game in his senior season. Broke the school's scoring record, finishing with over 1,600 career points. Led his team to multiple deep playoff runs in South Carolina. Still, the big colleges never called. Ja's career almost took a completely different path. He was playing at a small AAU tournament, not even on the main court. A Murray State assistant coach was looking for snacks at the concession stand when he overheard the sounds of a different kind of player. He walked into a side gym and saw Ja Morant absolutely dominating in a pickup game. That coach immediately called his head coach, and within days, Murray State had offered Ja Morant a scholarship. Ja wasn't even a top 50 point guard prospect, but Murray State believed in him. And once he got there, he proved every doubter wrong. In his second year at Murray State, Ja became a national sensation. Averaged 24.5 points, 10 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game. First player in NCAA history to average 20-plus points per game and 10-plus assists per game in a season. Led Murray State to the NCAA tournament, where he dropped a triple-double in the first round, instantly boosting his draft stock. NBA scouts couldn't ignore him anymore. Ja Morant was a lottery pick. By the 2019 NBA draft, he had gone from an unknown recruit to the number 2 overall pick. Since entering the league in 2019, Ja Morant has rapidly ascended into one of the NBA's most electrifying superstars. But his journey has been anything but smooth. His talent is undeniable. His speed, court vision, and ability to finish at the rim make him one of the most dangerous guards in the league. He's already an all-star starter, a Most Improved Player award winner, and the face of a rising Memphis Grizzlies team. However, the past couple of seasons have been filled with both unbelievable highs and some concerning lows that have put his future in question. In the 2021-22 season, Ja made his true leap into superstardom. He averaged 27.4 points, 6.7 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game, leading the Grizzlies to a 56-26 record, the second best in the Western Conference. Memphis wasn't just a team on the rise, they were a legitimate contender, and Ja was the heart and soul of their success. That year, he earned his first All-Star selection, but what really stood out was how he dominated big moments. His 47-point playoff explosion against the Golden State Warriors put the league on notice. Ja wasn't just fun to watch, he was a player who could take over when it mattered most. But as his game reached new heights, so did the scrutiny surrounding him. The 2022-23 season was supposed to be another step toward championship contention, but instead, it was marred by controversy. Off-the-court issues, including suspensions and concerns over his maturity, began to overshadow his brilliance on the court. Memphis still finished with a 51-31 record, but with Ja missing games due to disciplinary actions, their playoff run ended in disappointment. While he continued to put up elite numbers, 26.2 points and 8.1 assists per game, his availability and leadership became major talking points. Now, as the 2023-24 season unfolds, Ja faces the biggest challenge of his career. Can he balance his high-flying, aggressive play style with the maturity and leadership needed to truly lead the Grizzlies to a championship? He has all the tools to be a perennial MVP candidate, but staying healthy, developing a more reliable outside shot, and becoming the true leader of this Memphis team will determine if he reaches his full potential. The league knows he's talented. Now, it's time for him to prove that he's not just a star, but a franchise cornerstone who can bring a championship to Memphis. Ja Morant has already proven he can lead a team. But the next step? Winning a championship. For that to happen, three key things need to align. 1. Memphis needs a second superstar. Ja is elite, but championship teams need more firepower. 2. Ja must refine his leadership. Great players make everyone around them better. 3. He must stay healthy and evolve his game. To have a long career, he'll need to adjust his style, like how Dwayne Wade developed a post-game or how Chris Paul mastered the mid-range. Ja already has the mentality of a champion. The question is, can he take that final step and bring a title to Memphis? Ja Morant is already one of the most electrifying players in the NBA, but can he become one of the all-time greats? That's up to him. If he stays healthy and expands his skill set, he could be a multiple-time MVP and champion. If not, he could end up as another what if, a player with limitless potential but an unfinished legacy. So, what do you think? Where does Ja Morant rank among today's NBA superstars? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, Ballerspectives out.